This is the spotted garden eel. They are a type of little fish that is found throughout the tropical warm areas of the Indo-Pacific Ocean. And this is, quite literally, how they spend all of their time. They always have at least 2/3 of their body submerged beneath the sand in the seafloor. Most of the time, they have that last 1/3 sticking up out of the sand, and they just kind of hang out there, wait for some food to drift by, and then just go and grab their food and eat it. And if a predator happens to come by, then they just kind of zoop themselves back down into their little tunnel. And they are somewhat social to a degree. They tend to live in rather large quantities with a bunch of these spotted garden eels in the same area altogether. However, they are also rather antisocial at the same time, and they tend to space themselves out quite a lot, and the only times they really interact with each other is during spawning season, when they will move themselves closer to be able to release their gametes out in the water and do their whole spawning thing. And occasionally fight each other if two males happen to move their little tunnels too close to each other. After the spawning session, once the gametes are fertilized, they turn into these little baby eels, which are, for the first little bit, planktonic, meaning they will just go and float around in the water column until they get big enough to be able to dig their own burrow. At which point they will kind of tunnel themselves into the sand, make their burrow, and then they secrete a special mucus that kind of acts as a hardening cement-like substance to stop the burrow from collapsing and give it a little bit more structure. And then they just kind of stay there, being a very angry piece of spaghetti until it's time to come up to eat food or go down to avoid predators.